Chapter 1161 of One Piece is the biggest chapter in recent memory for the stockbrokers of this story's power system. An incredible amount of action, recontextualizing some memorable scenes from Marineford, and a clear path forward into the biggest flashback since Oda and Kuma. Let's sail into an analysis of what we've gotten this week. To start things off, Dragon continues to steal the show by way of saving the Figarland Twins from the horrors of this island. We meet Saint Maffy, another irredeemable psychopath who sees what Dragon is going for and attempts to stop him. We're introduced to the mind of Dragon amidst battle, hoping his death here may be atonement for being part of the nastiest system the world he was born into had to offer. And yet, the chaotic Rocks pirates keep the story branching off in all sorts of directions. It seems we finally see how Shamrock and Shanks get separated, as Saint Maffy is seen holding one in their hand. And Dragon finds the second twin laying on the ground, hurt. The wildly different lives led by the twins can now be chalked up to the chaos that the Rocks pirates bring everywhere they go. And speaking of that crew, we see many more dynamics between the Rocks pirates themselves, such as a tension between Kaido and Big Mom over a broken deal, or Shiki chasing Whitebeard for leaving him alone. It's most interesting to see them unite, however, in light of having to save Shaki from this island. And yet, these Goliaths of power still decide to run away, cowering in fear in front of the mighty fist of Garp. Vice Admiral Garp has seen his stocks losing a few points in this flashback for continuing to present himself as a cog in the world government's machine. While we may be losing respect for Garp for helping the Celestial Dragons do their dirty deeds, it is still incredible to see him fighting in what is presumably his prime. He barely flinches at Big Mom's massive flame attack and looks like a real Monkey D demon as we've seen all three generations being so far. The complete cleansing of God Valley's population continues no matter the clashes happening out in the open. And nothing is more important to all of the pirate crews that are there than ensuring Shaki's safety. The slaves are rounded up and shot all at once while Roger and Rox's crews head for the treasure of Hachinosu. Summers is seen with her while he's clothed instead of the man we saw in his underwear in Elbaf. He is just as scummy to her as any of the Celestial Dragons would be. There's really no surprise there. In his last threat to kill her simply to see the faces on the pirates when they find out, and the world's reaction to such a popular woman dying, Rayleigh takes the stage and finally unites with Shaki, a couple we've known to be together since we saw both of them in Sabaody. It's one of the more romantic moments in all of One Piece to see them embrace, and absolutely funny to see Roger and Gabon losing it over them. A very interesting detail is the attack that Rayleigh names when slashing Summers. It uses the word Higan, which seems to be a Buddhist holiday focused on transcendence and honoring the past, and most importantly, enlightenment. The kanji for this can also be read as red spider lily, a very common flower referenced in these types of works. And speaking of extra details, Yamato's cover story seems irrelevant as ever, but the lanterns that they pray to are a heart-wrenching nod to Wano's heroes that died in battle, both from the past and in the all-out war against Kaido. Unfortunately, there isn't an incredible amount to dissect in this chapter. We don't get some massive reveal about the truth of this island, but the culling games have actually started by now and we are seeing everyone's reactions to it. It is interesting how Garp's display of power here echoes in Whitebeard's reaction to seeing him in Marineford's headquarters. He knows well what the monkey family is capable of, and is possibly what made him see something special in Luffy, possibly even figuring out that he is the destined one that Roger wanted to wait for, and not Ace. And another thing, Teach's mother is named Eris, a name we've seen on Imu's magic circle, as in Eris D. Tar, but that's a connection we cannot confirm as of yet. I think we're all expecting for the action to continue a little while longer while we wait for more interesting story tidbits. What will be the ultimate fate of the twins, or Teach, or Dragon and Rocks? A lot of characters for whom we know their destination, but not their journey. That's what we're on right now. Give me your thoughts and expectations for this flashback in the comments, and we'll see you next week.